What's up everyone, my name is Michael and welcome back to Box Mining Daily. Today we're going to take a look at the market first of all, followed by the Byzantium upgrade on the Ethereum network. Ethereum has just completed its upgrade to the protocol and it's gone pretty smooth. We also have Stellar, Lumens, and IBM. So Stellar has a collaboration with IBM that's just been announced today and is sending the prices of Stellar Lumens to the moon. We also have breaking news coming out of Russia. Russia is going to introduce something called the CryptoRuble, their own crypto government controlled currency. We're going to take a look at that. And finally, we have a discussion topic of China and Bitcoin because there's some China news coming out there. I want to discuss that with you guys. I do want to say that topics covered here are my personal opinion and not financial advice. I also do want to say that if you want to keep up to date with cryptocurrency related news, do hit that subscribe button and click the notification button as well. So let's start off with the market recap first of all. So today we have Bitcoin going up a little bit more. So it's up 3.8% from yesterday. Yesterday we did have a little bit of pullback and right now we're at this kind of all-time high of 5,767. So it's kind of trying to go for the 6,000 mark, but it's reading a little bit of resistance and staying steady there. I actually prefer a long-term, more stable growth for Bitcoin. So this is good that it's kind of keeping steady for a while after this tremendous growth over the past week. We also have Ethereum kind of gaining back its losses from yesterday, 5.5%. It's at 342, which is quite high for Ethereum. We also have Ripple going up, Bitcoin Cash staying steady, Litecoin staying more or less steady, and Dash going up a little bit as well. NEM has gone up 11% to 22 cents. Monero and BitConnect are staying steady, with NEO staying pretty much steady as well. So we have an overall green and kind of steady growth for most coins, but there's one coin in particular that's getting some tremendous growth today, and that's Stellar Lumens. So Stellar Lumens has gone up 125% on this recent announcement with IBM. So I'm going to talk about that in a quick second. Let's start off with the Ethereum news first though. So with Ethereum, they've successfully executed the Byzantium hard fork. So this is the fourth hard fork for Ethereum. We've been talking about this previously. It's mostly upgrades from the developer standpoint. They're adding more functionality to the protocol, and that way they can, programmers can do more features. And this has been in the planning for almost 2 years. So if you look at this roadmap, it's been in the design for since 2015. This is how long it takes to upgrade protocol because they want to make sure this code is good, it's secure, and then they pull off the hard fork to improve and upgrade the protocol. So right now we're past block 4,370,000, and now we're successfully in the Ethereum hard fork right now. You don't have to do anything to upgrade. This is just a background upgrade to the protocol, and the protocol itself upgrades. So you don't really have to do anything. If you are running clients like Parity or you're running the Ethereum clients, you do have to upgrade there. But if you're using something like My Ether wallet, you just use it as normal. There have been a lot of scams talking about and using Byzantium to scam people, so I do want you guys to be on the watch out for that. On to the biggest news from Stellar Lumens. So it went up almost more than 100% today, and that's because of this announcement with collaboration with IBM. So they're working with IBM and they're trying to do exchanges and transfer of value between merchants. We do know that IBM has been on the forefront of blockchain technology, and of course Stellar Lumens is a fast way of selling payments. Stellar is a fork of Ripple. So this has been, forked back in 2014, a long time ago, but they have a lot of their own code. And I do want to talk about Stellar as a separate project in a separate video. But in a quick summary, they're working together to do, cross-border payments and settlements between people. It's a very small demo right now. It's at at the project infancy, but because of the announcement, a lot of people are very excited on how to carry this technology forward and how it's going to rival other technologies as well. So, we do have Ripple there as well, probably one of the biggest competitor for Stellar, and of course we do have things like extended version of Swift, because the Swift payment system has been pretty much outdated for such a long time, and they themselves are trying to improve. So we're gonna follow up that, and I'm probably gonna start a discussion if you guys are interested on this topic. Next up, we have Russia coming in and announcing their own cryptocurrency called the CryptoRuble. So this has been kind of expected, really, because we saw Russia and Vladimir Putin talking to Ethereum, talking to Vitalik over there, and they were initially very interesting cryptocurrency technologies. And then over the past week, they were talking, really bad things about Bitcoin and the dangers of Bitcoin and decentralized cryptocurrencies. And now finally, they're announcing their own alternative, the centralized version cryptocurrency called CryptoRuble. So it will be centralized, it won't be mined, it'll be issued by the government. So this is the government version of cryptocurrencies, and we definitely will see this coming up, and I'll discuss that in relation to China as well. So personally for me, something like this is I don't feel like this is taking cryptocurrencies in the right direction, because what they're probably looking after is the trackability of cryptocurrencies. You can really track it, and also reduce privacy for currencies. And this is kind of, and also just control it in general. So now it's government issued, it's government controlled. And I think such projects are missing the point and the philosophy behind cryptocurrencies. They're meant to be decentralized. They're meant to be free from government interference. This is just a continuation of the old system. But I'm definitely sure that some people would be excited for this as well. And I would love to hear your opinions down below. Now, we have a discussion with China as well, because the Chinese conference is calling Bitcoin a disaster. So see the kind of similarities there between how Russia was calling Bitcoin a disaster. It was, for laundering or something, just talking bad things about Bitcoin. And now China's doing the same thing as well. So in a recent conference in Beijing, one of the workshops there, they're talking about how Bitcoin has been a speculation market. It's not a real currency. There's a lack of anchoring to inherent value. Where is this going to? Well, maybe China wants to follow Russia as well. Maybe they want to create their own centralized cryptocurrency. So that's probably on the table, and I do think that this might be something that China wants to expand. So I want to hear what you guys think about that, if China wants to go in and make their own cryptocurrencies and make their crypto renminbi for everyone. But the interesting thing, of course, is that one thing that recently, after all this China drama, of course, it's been researched that China no longer negatively impacts the global Bitcoin price. They're like at around 100% of global trading right now. So it seems to be the case that even though China was one of the major factors, and is still one of the major factors in mining, in terms of trade volume is lower. But I do have to say that you have to take this article with a grain of salt, because a lot of Chinese people are definitely trading overseas. They're bringing VPNs and they're logging on to foreign exchanges, and it's going to be harder to track how much real Chinese volume is coming out of here. But I do want to say that it's very likely that China might want to issue its own cryptocurrency and kind of push its own projects forward. So I'd love to hear what you guys think of the whole China situation or what it's building up to. And do you agree or disagree with me on this issue? Guys, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I'm back into my own studio. I got my green screen behind me, and I'm pretty excited to be back and doing more videos coming up. So I'm choosing video topics. I'm definitely going to discuss Stellar Lumens, and we're going to continue the Bitcoin core. So probably in a more formal sort of way, and talk about, the advantages of cryptocurrencies. I will definitely want to discuss this with you guys before I start making this course, and see what you guys want and the direction for the course to go. Initially, I want to design it for newbies to cryptocurrency world, because I feel like this is one thing that's kind of hindering the adoption of cryptocurrencies. It's just that lack of good understanding and proper teaching in this field. But I also want to hear your ideas about what to develop and to grow. And I might just open a forum for discussion on my website or something like that, and we can discuss and kind of tune that. So this would be something that will really give back to the community and help the community understand cryptocurrencies. So this is a project that I'm going to work on now that I'm back, and I'm really excited to be back right now. So guys, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'm going to do more dailies coming up. I'm going to schedule them as well. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on future videos. See you next time.